Welcome back to Startup Accounting 101. This is a video series for founders and small business owners to understand accounting fundamentals for running a business. This is the QuickBooks 101 series, the basics and best practices for the most used accounting software of small business, which is Intuit QuickBooks Online. I'm using a sample company, which is Craig's Design and Landscaping Services. If you have QuickBooks Online, you should be able to follow along. 75% of you watching have not yet subscribed, so please subscribe to help me keep creating these videos. So we're in the Customer Hub section. In this video, we will be importing customers. In the last video, we manually created new customers one by one by clicking this green button and filling all of these fields together. So right next to it is a drop down for importing customers. So here it's the first time importing customers. So some things to note: that all your customer information must be in one file. The top row of your file must contain a header title for each column of information. And lastly, customer name is the only required field to create new customers in QuickBooks. So that's the only field that has to be completed. So we can download a sample file. And I have that open, actually. So download the sample file and you'll get this. So all of this data here are for sample purposes only. So here are the different fields. So in the sample, there are only 16 fields. This is the sample data, so you can delete this and put in your own information that you need to create your customers. If I go back and look at a new customer, there are a lot more fields than 16 here. And most notably in the upload, here, all of the fields in the payment section are not here. So if there are, let's say, net terms, credit limits, those, unfortunately, you'll still have to manually set that up. But with the import, you're going to be able to upload, 5, 10, 50 customers, at least get most of the major information there, and then you will have to come into QuickBooks and manually update the fields that are not available in the upload. So that's just an FYI, something to be aware of. So I will go ahead and continue on with the import. So with the sample file, I have created a sample file for some of the customers that are relevant for my candy bar making business. So here are some club customers. So this is Costco, some mass retailers, which is Target, as well as a distributor, Unify East. So this is something that I have created, and it would be available for upload here. So if I were to upload something, next, there are a bunch of fields. So whatever the QuickBooks fields is and your field, your column header, you'll have to match it up to what has been imported and uploaded. And then going on to the next screen here's everything. You can kind of review it just to make sure that it imported okay, and then you would click done and it would import. So I'm actually going to go back because there's also another way of importing customers, which is using a Google Sheet. I haven't done that. I haven't showcased how to do that in any of the videos yet. And this is a simpler data set to be able to showcase how you would create a Google Sheet. So I created a customer upload Google Sheets. So I'm going to select that here. You can select which sheet, if it's a if it has multiple tabs within that Google Sheets. I will also open up, here's a preview or sample. So in the Google Sheet, you're going to have a couple of columns with all the information here. So this is the sample. And so if I go next, like here are the same fields just in a Google Sheet. So you're going to find the Google Sheet within your Google Drive and put it in. So here is actually 7, because it doesn't know that the last one is blank. So here's the same customers: Target, Unify, and Costco. So with this, I will, review all of the fields. It looks okay. There's no red warnings. So with that, I will click done. And it will say, okay, all of these customers are successfully imported, and you do see them here. Here's Costco with the sub location, Dallas, Target, and Unify East. So everything has been imported successfully. I will share one best practice when using the Google Sheets. Like, one of the issues that I ran into was putting commas in the name. So my import upload file had Costco, comma, Inc. In the name. So when I imported it, there was no issues. With the import, you can put commas. Within the Google Sheet, however, I actually had to avoid using comma in both the name and the company name to avoid upload issues. Like, it wasn't able to figure out how to do the import. And maybe actually, hold on. Okay, so I'm going back and I'm going to put the commas back into the Google Sheet. So if I come back here and try to import it, it's the same thing, and I'm going to find that same file. So with that comma, the import just completely fails, and it can't figure out which field belongs to each. It just cannot read it for some reason. Before, with no commas, the emails was fine. It was able to find the right fields. So that's just a troubleshooting thing that I needed to figure out for this video. So that's the best practice and the tip that I have when uploading, specifically with the Google Sheet. I don't know why it happens, but that's the way it is. So, this is now we've completed importing customers. So the next video, we're going to look at pretty much the last section within the hub, customer hub, which is estimates. Like and comment if you found this video helpful. Please subscribe, and thanks so much for watching.